Today, I'm showing you how to make these super cool QR code keychains that are perfect for a Mother's Day gift, Father's Day gift, small business promotions, or even just for fun. Imagine moms scanning a keychain and hearing her kids say Happy Mother's Day. It's such a sweet project. I know a lot of the moms are the ones making the Cricut projects, so this could be a gift for a sister or grandma too. Here's a quick example of my 3 kids. It is such a meaningful keepsake and so cool. Let's jump in and I'll walk you through how to make one step by step. I found these clear acrylic keychains on Amazon. They came in a 20 pack and they're a square. The QR codes are in a square shape, so that's why I chose a square keychain. These are meant to place something inside of it, like a picture. You can see the little cover there, but I'm going to be putting the sticker paper on the outside, so I'm just going to put that on the keychain. If you're thinking about buying these keychains, there were a couple that had some bubbles and a little bit of scratches on them. So just letting you know before you purchase them, for our project, it's not going to matter because that sticker paper is going right on top. The sticker paper I'll be using for today is the Nito labels. The kind I'm using is the super glossy waterproof. Even though it's waterproof, I'm also going to put a laminate sheet on top. I've just found that this helps protect the ink, especially if it gets like soaked with water or anything. Keys get thrown all over the place, so that's why I want to use that. I'm running a little bit low on my laminate sheets, so I have a few others that I like better than the one I'm using, but this one will still look pretty too. I'll put links for all the project supplies I'm using down in my description box. I'm going to measure this to figure out what size I want my QR code to be in Cricut Design Space. It looks like 1.25 inches for the width and height. To record the audio, I downloaded the Voice Memos app. I have an iPhone. I assume Android has this app as well. Be Mother's Day. To record, hit the red button, then start talking. Once you're done with recording, hit the red button again. What you'll do with this is select the 3 dots from the recording and the top button, you'll hit share. I'm covering up some of my info, but I hit Kayla's MacBook to airdrop it to my laptop. When I hit share and airdropped it to my Mac computer, it went into my downloads folder. So here's the recording. So the audio file is in my downloads folder, but for the QR code generator, I need a link. And to do that, I'm going to upload the audio file to my Google Drive. Here's my Google Drive, and what's nice about uploading the audio file to here is you can access the Google Drive anywhere. So when you scan that QR code, it'll pull up the link on my Google Drive. I hope that makes sense, but basically what I'm doing is uploading that audio file into my Google Drive. Here's the website that I'm using to generate the QR code. I'll show you how to get the link next. First, I have to upload my audio file. I'll select New, File Upload. Here's my recording, so I'm just going to double click on that. I've already uploaded it, so let's just replace the existing file. Down on the bottom right, I'm going to click on it. That's all 3 of my kids that I recorded, but my 3-year-old, she's kind of lingering at the end of all of it. So to save the file, you can come up here and hit copy link, but there's one important step that you need to do before that. What you'll want to do is click on share. You can see it says restricted, so only people with access to the link can open it. That would be a problem if you are gifting this to someone. What you want to do is select anyone with the link. Then you can just copy the link right here. Now I can go back in here. I'm going to hit Command V to paste, and I'll hit enter. Here's my QR code. I'll hit download QR, and I think I will select with Google. It gives me options of what format I want to download it to. What's cool is that it even gives you an option for an SVG. That's awesome, but I am doing a print and cut image for this. I'm just going to do JPEG. That works for Cricut Design Space, so I'll hit download. Now it's in my downloads folder. I created my own folder so you didn't see like all my download files, but it's in there. Next, I'm going to go over to Cricut Design Space and show you how I put this together in there. I'm going to upload that QR code first. I'll double click and bring it into Cricut Design Space. Since I'm doing print and cut, I'm going to select as a flat graphic. You can use vinyl and make this an SVG also. What's nice is it gives us this white square behind it for the background. Now I'm going to upload my SVG file. I found this over on Creative Fabrica. Now I'm going to make this the size that I measured for my keychain, which was 1.25. I'm going to go to my shapes. I'll grab a square. I want this to be on the front of my keychain, and I want this design to be on the back. I'm going to use print and cut for everything, so I need to switch this to white. I'll make it the same size. I'm going to bring the square to the back over in the layers panel, and then I'll zoom in so you can see this a little bit better. I'm just going to make this fit inside my square. I want to make sure it's centered, so I'm going to highlight over my square and my image. I'll go to Align Center. With both of those selected, I need to make sure I flatten this whole thing together for print and cut. By doing that, it's only going to cut around this white square, not around any part of the image. Okay, I am ready. I'll hit the Make button. I'm turning my bleed off because it's cutting out white, so you don't really need it. I am going to turn on my Use System dialog, and I will select Best for quality, and it's already saved. I've never seen it saved before. I guess it has my last used settings set, so that's nice. All you need for this is just an inkjet printer, and I have to make sure I put the glossy side down first, so just make sure you know which way your printer prints. For my cut setting, I'm going to select Printable Waterproof Sticker Set Transparent Holographic. There's so many different options. I just tried this one and it cut really well. It does a kiss cut. After it prints, I'm ready to add my laminate sheet. You'll want to add this before the Cricut cuts it out. I cut this down to fit inside the black registration lines. Sometimes with the holographic, it will mess with those black lines and the Cricut won't read it. I try to make sure there's a little bit of white on the inside corners of the black registration lines also. I peel back just a small part of the backing. That way I can lay the whole thing down and make sure I have it centered where I want it. Once I do, I grab my squeegee, and the key here is use a squeegee with a felt side. That will prevent any bubbles, and I used to struggle with bubbles all the time, so that's a really good hack. I add my paper to the mat, then load it into the Cricut machine. The Cricut will read the registration lines, then cut out the squares. In my last video, I shared that I'd been feeling a little discouraged, well, a lot discouraged with how my Cricut videos were performing, but wow, your feedback meant so much to me. I got so many kind and encouraging messages, and it honestly reminded me of why I started making these videos in the first place. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who reached out, left a comment, or took time to support me. As always, I'm so grateful you're here and watching my videos. Once it's printed out, all I have to do is add these to the keychain. Lining this up isn't too bad. I just lined it up with the bottom and just pressed it on. Then I'll do the same thing with the QR code. As always, I keep my mistakes in here, but before I filmed this video, I generated a QR code just to practice. Then I went in and deleted it. Well, I chose that one on accident to print out. As you can see here, when I click on the link, it says that I've deleted it. I was able to peel off that QR code. It had a little bit of sticky residue, so I just used rubbing alcohol to remove that. I recut the QR code and then just added that one on, and it really didn't take me too much time, thankfully. To scan it, you open up your camera on your phone or iPad. A link will come up on the bottom. You'll just click that and it'll play. And that's it for today's project. I hope this gave you some inspiration to try making your own QR code keychain, whether it's for a Mother's Day gift or even to use with your small business. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe for more Cricut projects and ideas. Thanks again for being here and for all of your support. I'll see you in the next one.